Sihambile sidlile senza into zakhona abantwana bamile bamele isikhathi sakhona imali ngenile.
In the industry, one thing in the industry that you could change, what would it be?
If there was one thing that I could. When we first met, I had officially joined I Hate Men Association. So
With Nziki Mazwai.
my creative process, I drink tea and then I listen to the beat and then whatever humming that comes with it. Yeah.
So what's your favorite tea?
Rooibos.
That's the tea right there.
Welcome back to another episode of the so-called podcast. Yeah. We keep moving, we keep operating, we keep doing belling later. You know what time it is that so-called podcast time. Yeah, and I get some Maggie one. As always, I'm your host, Yo, and there's no way we can start all over. You know what time it is. Bona, like I said last time, ne? If you're nervous or if you feel pain, then it's normal. Today, we're feeling happy because we've got two beautiful ladies on the couch. You know what I'm saying? Your host, Stoney Waters, brought the beautiful guest co-host, Ndemo. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ndemo one time. And I've got the beautiful Miss Jemima. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I like to read along. So-called podcast Arishi Zelo. So yeah, how are you ladies feeling today?
I'm good, thanks. And how are you?
I'm feeling awesome, as always. So-called awesome. Now, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah. How's your guys' week been?
It's been a week. Getting through it.
Any highlights?
Whew. Now my highlights have been more recording. And just recording. Yes, Gunini. Yeah, like I've just been recording.
So you make it sound as if like that's all you're putting in and like Mudimu is not answering the tapel. What's going on? Like
not necessarily.
How's it going?
Recording is as much as it's work, it's also my safe space.
Oh yeah?
Yes. So it's something that I enjoy doing. It's not like I have to record. It's something that I wake up and be like, I want to record. Like, oh my gosh, when's the next beat coming through? I want to record.
Okay, so what was the last thing you recorded?
I was recording a beat sent to me by BL0 yesterday.
BL0?
Yes.
Do you perhaps know this person's social media handles?
Yes, you find him Instagram at BL0. The Trigger Challenge.
Trigger Challenge? Which one is that one?
I got you.
That one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Shout out to that. Shout out to that. Oh, so you're gonna be working with that guy?
Yes. We're moving.
Getting us out the hood.
We're moving.
You know what time it is. So
Yes.
What is that the name of the song?
No, it's a TikTok song.
Oh, yo.
You must keep up. You don't know that one? Jerry.
Okay, so Rafana main. Which are not main nigga this, I get.
Jerry.
Oh yeah, but anyway, so that was the last song that you recorded.
Yes.
Do you perhaps remember any of the lyrics?
No, you hear the lyrics when the song comes out.
Yeah.
So we're not getting a snippet.
I'm asking
for the people.
Mental must understand. Same 17 lala. You'll get it, my pooba.
Yeah. Little guys. But so it told my puma. Now I'm just praying for the Tonga nation. I just pray that it's a Tonga song. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, Jemima, like, yo, guys, if you guys haven't heard her music, I know. I think it's a good time now to like invest your time, invest your ears, invest,
Yeah.
in her
Yes.
music.
She has
You
a
know what I'm
very
saying?
beautiful voice.
I mean,
Don't blushies.
let's not just tell them. Let's not just tell them. How about a young acapella nyano?
Ooh, acapella. Acapella. What can I acapella for you guys? Young acapella. We'll come back to the acapella while I think of a song to acapella
All
for you.
right.
Okay.
Okay. What up? Okay, since now you're giving us time to think about it. Or how about maybe we both also think about songs that maybe you could acapella for us?
Go on.
Okay.
All right. So now let's talk about the music, right? When did you start making music?
I started making music last year around
Really?
March. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Damn. And
What
you're so
made
good.
you realize that you want to do music?
Honestly speaking, I had been running away from music for a while.
How so?
Like growing up, you know, when singing in the shower, singing in the church choir, you know, people would be like, oh my God, you can sing. Oh my God, go to idols. Oh my God, you know, and then I'd be like, no. I think it's mostly because I doubted myself. Like, I'm honestly my worst critic. So I never thought I was good enough, you know. I would hear myself and be like, cringe. No.
Yeah.
No. And then other people would hear me and be like, hey, bo, wena. Sizokubetha wena. Yini manje, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then it would be another thing of just... Honestly, I had very low self-esteem. I didn't trust myself that much.
Yeah.
So what happened was the Lakshadai, the guy that I did my first song with, Makhadzi.
Oh yeah, Laksha.
Yes.
Oh, the guy with the dreads, no?
Yes.
Shout out to Laksha Dai. Yo, he's also very good. He's a good producer. Where's he from again? Okay, anyway, this is not about him. We're gonna bring him here. He's a very smart guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what happened was he called me and
Yeah.
was like, I saw a singing video of you on Instagram, and I'm like, I didn't post that though. And then he's like, well, there's a singing video of Instagram. Then I was like, oh, okay. Then he's like, hi, bo, you can sing. I'm like, hi, bo, I try. Then he's like, can you please sing on a beat? I'm like, yo, I don't know how to write songs. He's like, no, there's no such a thing. You can't know how to sing. And no, I'm like, I don't know how to. And then he's like, okay, pull up. Cool. So I pulled through. He played the Cakata beat. And then I just found myself.
Wait. Sorry to disturb
Cakata,
you.
see,
Sorry to disturb you. Yeah, apologies for the young interruption. Like, we're gonna continue in however way we can. Don't forget, if you wanna invest in the so-called podcast, that's info@4187entertainment.com. We do need that investment. We do need those sponsors just so we can grow the platform. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, yeah, we're facing a lot of challenges. So anyway, Jemima was still telling us about her relationship with Laksha Dai.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what happened was he pulled me to the studio, right? And then he played me the Cakata beat. And then I just found myself vibing to it. But then melody-wise, I was like, And then I'm like, what's this? What was the feel behind you making this beat? Because I believe in letting the beat tell you what to say.
Yeah.
So I'm like, when you were making this, what were your motives behind it? It was like, yo, waity, I just come from this other party. And I'm like, oh, so you were just feeling party vibes. That's how I came with the Sihambile Sidlile and whatever part. Yes.
Okay. So now you're telling me, right? Neo doesn't even know the song. Do you know the song, Skatsa?
No.
The people in the room don't know the song. Our so-called fans don't know the song. So maybe that's a good place to start with the a cappella.
Okay. Well, for starters, the song, the music video hasn't come out yet. You should watch out for it. It's going to come out next month.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright.
And then the a cappella it's something very simple, like Sihambile Sidlile Senzinto zakhona bantwana bamile Pamela isikhathi sakhona imali ngenile Iyenzinto zakhona. That's basically most of the song, you know? Repeating and repeating.
As you guys can hear, that vocally is not from Maravasta. You know what I'm saying? It's not from like hona mo strateng mo e leng hore o rekisiwa bo madi cool time di mamang ke
Ha itle matokomaneng.
ha itsamaya le masonja bo mamagwenya and stuff like that e ke voice ele ya o tsheliwa bo madi hani one tshwara yeah so yeah as you can tell the talent is there, you know what I'm saying, and
is
now guys, you know now I talk a lot, ne? Mara, I want to give Neo a chance because before the episode, like, it's crazy. They were talking so much. So damn much. I even had to stop them. But now, all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? Tiba. You know what I'm saying?
Usha, don't judge it. We are
I ain't
peasants.
judging.
life is like rice.
I ain't judging. Now, so is there anything you would like to ask?
If you could collab with any South African artist, who would it be?
Right now, if I could collab with anyone, it would definitely be Makhadzi.
Musa Keys.
Yes, I feel like he's pushing the boundaries. Somewhere SA and a lot.
How so? If you had to mention like 2 or 3 boundaries that Musa Keys has
For
pushed.
starters, like the collab that he just did, Unavailable, Le Davido.
Okay.
It's just something out of this world. And the way he hopped onto the song is not something that because he switched up the whole feel of
Please
the song.
bring your mic closer.
He switched up the whole feel of the song and made the song his own. Like when he comes on, he removed it from that Afro pop sound and brought it to the it came back to that whole South African feel. It just gives you something to be like, wow, okay. Unlike trying to, you know how other people, when they feature in someone's song, they try and sound like that person, or they try and mimic the sound that person does. He didn't do that. He stayed to himself. Even in that feature, Yahaila, aka and Gaiki, he stayed so true to himself, and I feel like that's something that we don't do Kawinchi. I do a feature with someone, I try and be like, okay, Kabza let me sing how Kabza would want me to sing. And I don't go there and do what I would do. You get it? So I move astray from the whole part of being me and just being someone else. So Makhadzi is just phenomenal because he stays true to himself no matter what. I feel like
What you just said is very beautiful because I mean, that is what we call artistry. If someone can hear your vocal somewhere, even if you're not credited, and tell that this is Jemima, or hear an artist's beat, like, and hear that, okay, this is Makhadzi type beat, or let's say a Kendrick type beat, that on its own is very beautiful because it somehow it comes across as if you've discovered what makes you as an artist and what defines you, and you can easily give it out to the world, and the world can identify it with you. The same way Amapiano is identified with South Africa. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like
that Amapiano thing being identified with South Africa. Did you see what has been trending with those people saying that Amapiano is now Nigerian? No. And did you see that Swahili put a thread saying we should wait until he hops on? And then he was eaten alive. Yo, that was just so sad.
We heard about that. Like, yeah, it's in episode 7. I think we mentioned it in episode 7.
Yeah, that was just so sad.
Yeah, but I feel like that on its own, it shows what Amapiano, it is just so powerful for Batubanya Kweuzwa. It's just like someone trying to steal your identity, or someone trying to steal your song. What makes you so special for someone to try and steal your song? It must be that good.
I guess so.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I feel like this is a piece of advice for all artists out there, especially when the graphic design and whatnot. Pay attention to your stuff. Even though we don't have the money yet, but try and register your stuff somehow before someone else comes and snatches it. And again, the Little Another so-called podcast needs to still be registered, but at least we have 4187 Entertainment that can back us up, because
before,
you know what I'm saying. So yeah. Anyway, now another question.
Let me check my phone actually.
Tatama notes, girl. Tatama notes.
In the meantime, ne, you mentioned that you'd like to feature Keys locally. Internationally, who would you like to feature?
Whew, internationally, it would be a huge dream of mine to do a song with the almighty Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande.
Yes, because
Why?
she is. I feel like she's the inspiration behind most of my music.
Mm-hmm.
She's the one who helped me find me. Singing to her songs made me find like my voice in a sense. Because growing up, I used to be told that no, you have such a powerful voice like Beyonce. Okay, and then I would just limit to sounding like Beyonce. And then I didn't know that I could go into like falsettos and extreme highs and your whistle notes until I started listening to Ariana Grande songs. And then because I have that competitive thing, it's like, you know what, if she can do this, I can.
Yeah,
So like I genuinely would love to do a feature with her because like her music inspires me so much. I remember watching her do her song Breathing live, and the way she transposed in that song, I remember crying when I saw her do that live. I was like, wow.
Breathing.
Yes.
Is that the name of her song?
Yes. It
Like,
comes
guys-
from her Sweetener album.
Lena, come on, guys. I don't listen to Ariana Grande. But anyway, I think I'm about to listen to an a cappella by Ariana Grande. Because, I mean, if that song could make you cry, you should know the lyrics.
Yes, it does. It's a song about anxiety.
Okay. Guys, our so-called fans, she's about to make you feel anxious with the a cappella from Ariana Grande's song.
Okay, breathing. It's sometimes it's hard to find my way up into the clouds. When you up there can be so long. You remind me of the time when things weren't so complicated. All I need is to see your face. And then those lyrics hit hard for me because it was a time when I feel like I wasn't close that much with my family. You know, I was going through a time where it was like, yo, I hate the world and it hates me. And, you know, so, you know, when you want to talk to your parents about something, but you can't because you feel like, oh, I don't judge.
Yeah.
It was like that sort of a thing. So the lyrics just hit hard because it was like, I know if I could just tell my mom this, she would be like, Wanaga, Iraso, don't do this, do this. I just needed someone to cry on at the time.
Okay,
You
what
get
was
me?
this thing that you wanted to tell your mom?
Ooh, child. I was being dribbled by the one thing that dribbles us.
Escom. Escom, guys.
So shy Escom.
Sorry. We'll be back soon. Hey, she's gonna tell us what is that one thing that she couldn't tell her mom.
To be continued.
Yeah, we're back from that young coffee break. Right here on the so-called podcast. You know what time it is. It's that time to subscribe. Smash that subscribe button. If you want,
that button.
do anything you have to do to it. As long as it does not write in subscribe anymore.
Yeah.
You must pound that. You see that thing? That thing is like a bear. You must hit it as well for the notification. You know what time it is. It's the so-called podcast time now. Yeah. Ama, you are still telling us. You are still telling us about the thing that you can't tell your mama.
Yo, it's the thing that I can't tell my mama. Is she the concerned boys now? Oh, the concerned boys. How do I now tell mama? It's a problem.
So you couldn't talk to your mama
I
about
couldn't
boys.
talk to my mama about this one now. Ay, Charlie. The concerned boys, imagine I go, mama, this boy he break my heart. They ask me what I do with boys the first place.
So the boy they break your hearts now.
Hey, the boy they do a lot of things now. Charlie. Hey.
So what age were you like when you started dating?
I was 16.
16.
Yes.
Yo.
I was in grade 10 when I started dating.
Yo. Neo, when did you start dating?
Nanikile first. When I was young.
Like how young?
I had my first boyfriend in grade 2.
Yo.
Balate,
Wait, what kind of boyfriend was this?
upushitse.
Like, I bet there's different categories of boyfriends and there's levels of dating. I get.
Shit.
Yeah.
To shock me.
Yeah.
Benenza
Yeah.
grade 2. Nilira grade 2.
We were holding hands.
Masarana school bag. Yeah.
Mangwalana dileta.
Mangilala di homework.
Yeah.
Literally.
Were you doing that at 16?
This can't be.
It's can't be.
It's can't be.
It's
can't be.
It's can't be.
Yeah.
So, okay. So you started dating at 16. Are you currently dating?
Yes, I am.
Oh yeah. And how long has that been?
A couple of months.
How long is a couple of months?
9 months.
9 months. So Pila Pila, you guys are about to give birth.
Yeah.
Pila Pila. And do you mind mentioning the lucky guy, or why is he the lucky guy?
He's the lucky guy because he is stubborn.
So tanda bantu abastubborn kahle kahle.
Not necessarily like when we first met, I had officially joined I Hate Men Association. So
With Nziki Mazwai.
so then what happened was like I didn't want a relationship at the time. I told him, well, just try Jesus, so don't try me.
Yeah.
See? So and then nigga wouldn't budge.
Yeah.
He just wouldn't budge. So I got annoyed, and then he was like, he kept on, let's go on. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just doing this for the food. You get it, né? So what happened was, I didn't stick with the plan. The plan was go for the food. I came back with the guy, and it was just,
Yeah, like you became the food eventually.
I go.
Okay.
Hey.
Shout out to the brewer though, you know what I'm saying? Away. So then I can tell that the dating is going well. How's the career going like in terms of music?
In terms of music, it's going fine. I had just taken like, I feel like major setbacks, but then it's going fine. Because like there's arguments here and there and, you know, the normal things, but then it's fine.
That's not normal. Like we want to know these setbacks, these arguments, so
Like
we can
the
help you somehow.
arguments that we can have between me and Lowkeys, you know. But then we eventually find ways to resolve it. Because then and then it's a thing, we see whose nkani takes a hold.
Yeah. Okay. So so far, apart from Lowkeys and the other guy that you mentioned earlier on, who else have you worked with?
I haven't really worked with anyone else, hey? Because Lowkeys was the first person to approach me and to persuade me into doing this whole music thing. So the songs that I've made with him are yet to drop, because then we're still working around them financially and whatever and stuff. So the songs are yet to drop. So I just started venturing into like doing songs with other people recently. Like I texted Konka, and then I'm supposed to work with him as well.
SJE Konka.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
supposed to
Shout
work
out.
with him as well. And then I also got a text more the Lowkeys. And then the
Wait.
session was
Slow
supposed
down.
to be-
You're talking about sessions supposed to be the Lowkeys. You say what happened with the Lowkeys?
The session was supposed to be before Durban July, right?
Okay.
And then they had a prolonged gig go Limpopo. So when they came back, they went straight go Durban July.
Yeah.
Yes. So no good they had the gig go Hatfield. So they were supposed to tell me when the session can be, so we can like have a session. Because I was like, sending me a beat and me just being there with you guys is something completely different.
Yeah, true.
Get me?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the back and forth start, okay, they send a beat, then they'll be like, okay, more this part, rather do this.
Yeah.
It would be different than when we're doing it
In
once.
studio.
Yeah.
Even the energy, like
Exactly.
doing a track with someone online and in studio, it's very different.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Just like Ruby Gold, like we spoke to Ruby Gold, the so-called podcast team. She agreed to have an interview with us. And unfortunately, because she's like currently in Cape Town, but she's based in Mozambique, we can't have the interview online. You know what I'm saying? You guys know Ruby Gold, right? Teka Moniki, teka. You know what I'm saying? So we rather wait. You know what I'm saying? So to the so-called podcast fans, we're gonna have Ruby Gold for you. Arfe, you know, maelenyana, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Who do you aspire to be like in the industry?
I say,
Yeah.
I'd aspire to be like Makhadzi.
Makhadzi. Shout out to Makhadzi. Like, okay. You're going to tell us why, ne? But shout out to Makhadzi. Like, this is episode 8. Makhadzi keeps appearing on the So Called podcast for some or other reason. You know what I'm saying?
Because she's a freaking boss. That's why.
Yeah, she a queen. She a queen for real. Queen of Limpopo. Why Makhadzi?
I just said she's a boss.
Oh, yeah?
And Makhadzi is just Makhadzi. There's you can't be a wannabe Makhadzi. You can't try and mimic her. She's her in her own way. And that's just it. You can try. I'll pay you to try and do something like her. She's unique. And she loves herself and she loves being unique. You know? I feel like that's what makes her her. And that's what I would like also.
Okay.
To be known for me. You know, not I think she sounds like who she looks like. No. Yeah.
Okay. Neo, anything you'd like to ask the lady?
This is such a random question,
Oh no.
but if you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Ooh. Izinto zobudokoloshi. I think it would superpower. It would be to read minds.
To read minds.
Yes.
Why?
Because then you wouldn't have to sit and pretend with people.
Oh.
You just know.
So do you pretend if you can't read their minds?
No, like I mean in terms of I'm with you guys, but then Tolugu, you guys don't like me. And you guys are pretending.
No, we don't like you anyway. I'm kidding.
So, like,
you know we love you.
I wouldn't see the need. You know, fake friends and fake this. It pops up because we don't say how we truly feel. Reading minds for me would just be like, okay, I'll see you walk through the door and be like, she's a, and I'll be like, oh, cool. That's my cue to leave.
Okay, so if you had to read one person's mind in the world, who would it be?
My boyfriend's mind.
Damn.
Why? Do you think he's cheating or like?
Nah, not even. I just want to know what like is
So you wouldn't even think of maybe reading like maybe Bill Gates' mind?
I don't care about Bill Gates.
So you don't care about money, basically?
It depends on what aspect you look at it from. Not in a sense where it would make me get out of my comfort zone and do things that aren't close to my character. No.
So do you believe that money buys happiness?
No. Trust me, I've been in a situation whereby I went shopping to make me happy. For that couple of seconds, I was fine. Until I got home, and then I just went back into a state of depression. It doesn't.
Okay. So, what you said, like you wouldn't do something out of character for money. What wouldn't you do for money?
I wouldn't sleep with a guy for money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Real. That is so real.
I wouldn't sleep with a guy for money. I wouldn't date a guy for money.
Escom. Okay.
Yes.
So, as you guys can tell, Ramaphosa is not really fixing this country. We have to fix it ourselves. So, yeah. We're going to be back real quick. Jemima.
Hi.
So, what's your real name?
Makhadzi.
Surname?
Mkombo.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 21.
21. Okay, so where did you grow up?
I grew up 5 years of my life in Mpumalanga and the rest more Chat.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So, how would you differentiate the two places?
Wow,
What an answer. Okay. Nell?
What's the best piece of advice another artist has ever given you?
to
Okay.
be myself.
Okay. If you could elaborate further.
Looked at I when I told him I didn't know what to do on the songs. He was like, I should just let the songs come to me and I should just flow out as myself through the songs.
Okay.
Yes.
What's your creative process?
My creative process, I drink tea and then I listen to the beat and then whatever humming that comes with it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite tea?
Rooibos.
That's the tea right there, guys. You know, if you want to have her in studio, get her Rooibos, and then you're going to get the best you can out of her. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? All right. So I noticed you guys were looking at food earlier on, like for days. What's your guys' favorite foods? Choose one meal each.
One meal.
Yeah.
Yo, don't do that.
Yeah.
What do you want to choose now? You want to take the whole
Everything. We
restaurant?
want
Literally.
everything.
You want to take everything I eat.
We want the whole thing now.
You have to choose. You cannot have pap. You can
You know what?
have porridge at the same time.
Mangilahla mathambo. Ngibona ukuthi the hill I'm willing to die on is pasta.
Pasta and habona pasta alfredo. Hona lebo one pasta chicken a la king. What sorry?
Yonke into pasta ala yonke into. Just J. Well, like the pasta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you know
Probably burger and chips.
burger and chips.
Yeah.
American type of girl. You know what I'm saying? Alright. Okay, so now guys, like let's now keep it South African for real. Favorite traditional food?
Ooh, Makhadzi.
Yeah.
Magodu.
Makhadzi. Hotonya ukre ufisa ka bohove.
Yo.
Yeah.
Mahodu.
Yeah.
Neo?
Same.
Joe, we're not
Dead
here.
as no.
Guys,
And
she's
Makhadzi.
afraid of you, the so-called fans. Maybe it's Masonja, she just can't say.
Oh, what?
Okay. Okay, so now if there was anything in the industry, one thing in the industry that you could change, what would it be?
If there was one thing that I could change, I would change people not getting the credit that they deserve. And I would
Okay.
change how, I don't know how these people get their nominees. I would change that as well. Because as we were sitting watching the YouTube videos, I was like, Haibo, there's so many dope videos and then they don't get nominated for Video of the Year. Graduates are more raw of like getting nominated for Video of the Year.
Who did you
And
see
it's not
that
fair.
you think is dope or ilungur? Maybe you could mention right now. Maybe you
What's
can
that dude's name?
Don't we were watching?
Yeah.
Maglera.
Madlera Doughboy.
Yeah.
Shout out to Madlera Doughboy. Like he
Yeah,
what
like,
she's saying right
yo.
now is that he deserves a nominee for a Grammy or what?
Everything. For
Yeah,
everything.
he deserves more
Like, yo.
recognition.
Oh yeah, it was that song with D Koala.
Yes.
Yeah. That song slaps. You know what I'm saying? It's giving me problems with my sound system in the car. You know what I'm saying? That bass, yo. Yeah, it lands. It does the most. So, if there was anything that you would say you need as an artist right now to get you to
Money. Only money that I want.
You never give
that
me.
You never give me. Only money that I want.
Hey, but don't get caught up in a 360 deal, hey?
Soze.
You know
Shall
what I'm saying?
never be
'Cause
my
there's money
portion.
there as well, but it's not like real money. It's money for now. Next thing you're paying forever. Next thing you.
I don't even own my music icon.
One time, it's
May that spirit never locate me.
Yeah, God forbid.
Oh, Tofia Kwa.
What's that now?
It's God forbid, because Nigeria. You don't know your own Nigerian brothers. Look at your life.
You know what?
Look at your
I grew
life.
up in the bougie side of Nigeria.
Look
So
at your
there's
life.
no Motokuya father side. Alright.
What is the biggest problem you've encountered in the music industry?
In the music industry, the biggest problem I've encountered is, I feel like it would be disrespect.
Disrespect.
Yes.
What kind of
How so?
disrespect?
Well, for starters, I don't strike people as the type of person who sings and performs, right? So by the time I get to like gigs and whatever, it comes off shady at the beginning. And then after my performance, people are like, oh my gosh, you're so good. Oh my gosh. And it's like,
Okay, so is it disrespect from fans or disrespect from like fellow artists?
fellow artists, sometimes, because especially like the resident DJs,
Okay.
they have that thing, we own the place and there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, like
Ke resident DJ tsa go kae? Rabatseng. Rabatseng.
Buchangani aside, Ngani aside.
Wait, they don't know that I'm Changani.
They know now.
And proudly so. Yeah, so, or the resident DJs and artists, like, are there any big artists that have treated you badly so far?
No. Hey? No. No.
Good, because I've heard that there's some nasty artists out there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not to mention any people. Earlier on, I asked you, what's your creative process? So, how do you define creativity?
Lies are disgusting. I'd rather do drugs than lie. Yo, I don't know. Because for starters, I don't take myself as a creative person. I wouldn't throw myself under the category of creatives, for starters.
Okay.
So I wouldn't know.
What
wouldn't
category would you throw yourself under?
I take myself as a simple person. Like how I feel, like how I take my songs. For me, it's like, that's just simple. Well, someone else would go, hey, bro, when did you think of that? And then for me, it's just like, I feel like there's beauty in being simple for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, it's beauty in simplicity, what she's saying, basically. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you are a creative. That's how we define creativity. Being able to come up with something and not putting in effort.
Oh.
Creativity. In fact, that's a talent. Without putting in effort, that's how we define talent.
Earlier on, you mentioned how you're going through a difficult time because of boys.
Side eye.
Askis.
Side eye.
What advice would you give to girls who are going through the same or something similar
Don't be afraid to walk away.
from the relationship or?
Yes, because then what I would tell someone is something that I wish I had heard. That don't lose yourself trying to keep someone else.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you give us a scenario where a guy was treating you bad and you had to walk away?
Well,
Story time.
It was an instance whereby he was getting too comfortable with my friends,
Your friends.
right?
Yeah.
And then I was made to feel like I'm the bad guy. Like he made me feel like I'm paranoid and I'm crazy. You get me? So it was just like toxic and whatever until this one time there was a house party that I didn't go to because I don't like parties and whatever. I didn't go to. And then I'm shocked. My friend sends me a big ass message. Hey, anniversary, 5th year. Hey, I'm so I'm so happy that I've ever met you. Whatever. Here's to being friends for 5 years. I'm like, calling to off la. Why are you sending this at 3? Like, so I'm like, yo, are you?
Okay.
So I'm like, yo, are you dying? Oh, I told you she's not dying. Something just happened there with my partner and whatever. And then the next day, he's like, yeah, your friends, I don't like your friends. Ha! He manja. So when I check into the details, someone who was there at the party is like, hey, bro, this and this happened between your partner, this friend of yours, and this other friend of yours. I'm like, this shocked me.
So this guy was dating your friend?
No, he just had they were drunk and
Things happened.
like busy.
I always tell the girls that I date that my friends are not your friends. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes some people tend to argue that they'll make you seem as if you're controlling or whatnot. No. But it's not a safe space. We always see Joseph Dari getting people cheating.
Yeah. Do you know what the thing is?
Through friends.
Thing is, I don't feel like it's a safe space thing. I feel like it's more of the moral tahao as a person.
Yeah.
Do you get it, ne?
Yeah.
I've met my partner's friends, but you never hear me under any circumstance say, Jo, no, because that's not how I am.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Someone else would be like, okay, boyfriend tahao, you get? So I feel like it goes as to how you are also as a person. Do you get it?
Morals.
Just it goes down to how you are as a person.
Okay.
Because I can say, oh no, you can't meet my friends. You're going to do this to my friends, and then you go and do it to someone outside. It didn't stop the whole fact that you were going to do it either way.
Yeah. I feel you. Nah, she's smart. She's smart. What's the wisest thing that someone has ever told you?
Just live. I'm gonna die someday either way.
Short, sweet, and straight to the point.
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier that you're in a relationship. What advice would you give to people to maintain a healthy relationship?
Okay, well, I feel like this is a tough one because it depends, for starters, on the kind of people that you are. Number two, it also depends on how far you're willing to go for that person. And I feel like what my partner always tells me is to look at the bigger picture. No matter how many times we disagree, we always have to look at the bigger picture. Why are we together in the first place? Yeah. And then I would say that if you love someone, but then there's boundaries. I'm not gonna lie, there's boundaries. But then there's rather than me calling my friend and saying, this nigga did this. I'd rather tell him, you know, this and this and this and this and this and this.
Yeah.
Whether wakwata at that moment, the fact that he knows makes a difference.
Yeah.
So he'll have time to recap and be like, okay, she said this. How do I work on this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we should just tell each other instead of telling other people.
Yeah.
Because then the relationship is down to me and you, not other people. Yes.
So, what's your take on religion?
Religion is something powerful for me because I'm Christian and I wouldn't trade that for anything. You get
Okay.
it? And religion instills morals as well. Hence, the type of morals I have are because of Christianity. I follow what the Bible says. Yes.
So, does this mean you're still a virgin?
Ooh, child! I done fornicated. Ooh, child! I done fornicated.
Damn.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Like I wish. Hey, I wish, because it's not something that I'm proud of. But then the way it happened was not necessarily in my control. What happened was, for me to lose my virginity, I was, yes, when I got into my first relationship when I was 16, right? The schools had just closed, fine. And then this guy, the guy I was dating was like, "Jo, gile wine, eat." Hawala nakashiya, nagera adoli, wine, kishiya. Aight. So, kanti Katola, I feel like everyone has a Russian bear story. Katola, another Russian bear, right? Oh, waka na last tahan nagarlen naging ko jurba tuwag shot. So what happened was I blacked out.
Yo.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm just shocked. I heard from my other cousin that was visiting her, why were you and then I'm like, what? So I asked him the next day, I'm like, hey, yo, what happened?
Happening?
He's like, no, I said I want this, and then you just went, I'm like, I will strangle you, because like I'm thinking you can see that I'm disorientated, and then you know, because he had been asking me for months, and I just been saying no. I had told him, you know what, if you're gonna want this, rather leave. So for him, it was like, oh, she's drunk.
Somebody dumbelled. Hey guys, you mustn't do that. Like, and like wait for them to plug first before you make your move. That's some coward ass shit. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like rather like we lots of hope before if you tell her what you're plugging.
Yeah, and even if she's your girlfriend, that doesn't
make it
mean
right.
she wants to do it when you wanna do it. Always
You
ask
know
for
what I'm saying?
consent.
So I feel yeah, that's something to look at. So yeah, guys, the so-called podcast episode. This is episode. Damn.
Didn't she say 8?
8. Yeah. We've been pushing, hey. But yeah, this is just the beginning. We're still going further. You know what I'm saying? It's been a really, really, really dope episode. I feel like Jemima, just like with everyone else, your family. You know what I'm saying?
Your family.
we had a few complications. You know what I'm saying? If there's anyone that would like to sponsor the podcast out there, that's info@4187entertainment.com. We're also on www.4187entertainment.com. Just get in contact with us if you'd like to sponsor us, if you'd like to help us out in any way. Jemima, we're still gonna have her back in studio because like Lele story is incomplete. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of stories.
Yeah. We need to continue this, you know what I'm saying? So from myself, Stoney Waters, Nell, would you like to say anything in closing to the so-called fans?
No, I don't have anything to say.
Just eat Mohodu, guys.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're recording from the 4187 Entertainment Studios. We've got Sange on the camera, we've got Thuto on the camera, and we've got the gents in the studio as well. You know what I'm saying, for the moral support. And I would like to ask you, Jemima, in closing, what would you like to give to the so-called fans in closing?
I recall owing them a cappella, if I'm not wrong.
Oh yeah.
Have you guys thought of a song that I should do?
Yeah, I've been having you with them acapellas, but you haven't asked for an acapella, so yeah.
I was thinking of a
let's
Beyonce
get it.
song.
Ooh, child. And I just ate. What Beyonce song?
Best thing I never had.
Ooh. Okay. There was a time I thought that you did everything right. No lies, no wrongs. Boy, I must have been out of my mind. So when I think of the time that I almost loved you, you showed your ass and now I saw the real you. I thank God you blew it. I thank God I dodged the bullet. I'm so over you, so baby girl looking out. I wanted you bad. I'm so through with that. Cause honestly, you turned out to be the
Best thing.
Away. So, yeah, we out. Peace.